Hello, my friends. Today we're going to talk about all the secrets of 2024 Topps Chrome baseball cards. First of all, one of the biggest things is this year it's a 300 card checklist, and last year it was a 220 card checklist. So the checklist has increased quite a bit, but a third of the cards in the checklist are rookie cards. And this year's rookie class is pretty phenomenal, but we're going to go over all that real soon. Let's just get a brief overview of the product. We've got LA on the cover this year, and hobby boxes have 1 guaranteed Chrome autograph. Jumbo boxes have 3 guaranteed Chrome autographs. And the checklist is a combination of Series 1 and Series 2, along with the short print rookies that were available in Series 2. If you're looking for taco fractors this year, they are not included, but they do have some new inserts and parallels. One of the coolest new looking inserts is Fanatical, and that's going to be super collectible. There's also the Chrome All Etch and All Etch Rookies Rush, Summertime in the Park, Strokes, and Helix. They will have the MVP buyback program again, which is super popular. If you don't know about this, you can collect the 2024 MVPs, which we won't know for quite a while, and you can return them to either a local card shop or you can submit them to a participating online dealer to get $20 in store credit, and that can add up pretty quick because the base cards are $20 and the parallels are $40 and go up from there, depending on how rare they are. And this year we'll get special buyback autos from Shohei Ohtani and Ronald Acuna Jr., which were the MVP buybacks from 2023. I'm quickly going to go through some of the top rookies in the release, and what I like to do is go to the Beckett website and just type in Control F on the keyboard and type in RC, and then you can immediately find all the RCs because they'll be highlighted. I'm excited about Colt Keith having a nice Chrome rookie card as a Tigers fan. Pete Crow Armstrong, Yamamoto, Spencer Horowitz, Ronnie Mauricio, Sal Frelick, and Reese Olson having a nice season. The cover boy, Ellie De La Cruz, David Hamilton being sneaky good, Encarnacion Strand, Nick Gonzalez. A couple of big ones in a row, Jackson Holiday, Jason Dominguez, Jack Leiter, Cedar Rafaela, Imanaga, Wyatt Langford, Evan Carter, Heston Kjerstad, Andrew Abbott, Jackson Chorio, Mason Wynn, Kyle Harrison, Lee, and Jackson Merrill, Curtis Mead, Luciano, Junior Caminero, Jordan Lawler, Emerson Hancock, Henry Davis, Luis Matos, Parker Meadows, Sean Owell, Jordan Westberg, Colton Cowser, Austin Wells, Zach Giloff, Davis Schneider, and more. And there's a whole list of refractors that you can go through, but the formatting here is pretty ridiculous. You can barely even read what's happening here. Next up, I want to go over some of the odds, and we're going to talk about the value sheet and production. If you didn't know, Topps has all the odds now on Topps.com, and they have a page with all the recent releases. So if you find 2024 Topps Chrome Baseball, you can find the pack odds for all the different formats: Hobby, Jumbo, Breakers Delight, Value Boxes, and Monster Boxes. First, I want to talk about the different formats and the exclusives that you can get in each format. The green refractors are only available in retail, both blaster and monster boxes. Orange refractors only come out of hobby boxes. Black and white mini diamonds only come out of Breakers Delight. The black refractors are only in hobby and Breakers Delight formats. Red waves also only in hobby and Breakers Delight. The Chrome Legend autographs only come out of Breakers Delight, and there's blacks, reds, supers, and printing plates. The radiating rookie autos only come out of hobby, Jumbo, and Breakers Delight, and those are sweet looking autographs. As well as the Chrome All Etch Auto, Superfractor, and printing plates. You'll find that's a common theme. Some of the Superfractors and printing plates only come out of hobby and Jumbo and Breakers Delight formats. Now for some of the regular refractors. X-Fractors, as you may or may not know, only come out of the Monster Box format, and we're going to get into that a little bit deeper. And pinks and sepias come 2 per blaster box format. You get 2 pinks and 2 sepias. It's the only format you can get those particular refractors. Purple Sonar, also only out of retail. But hobby has a counter to that. You can only get the green wave and the blue wave out of the hobby format. Also, orange refractor base cards only come out of hobby. Just hobby, not Jumbo. Orange wave and black refractors only out of hobby, Jumbo, and Breakers Delight. Now here's a new addition for 2024. They have these ray waves, base ray waves, and you can only get those out of retail formats, and that actually kind of changes things from a dollar per parallel standpoint. We'll get into that in just a bit, but it's not just ray waves. They have regular ray wave and then the aqua ray wave, blue, green, orange, gold, black, and red ray waves all only come out of blaster boxes and monster boxes. So that kind of juices up the retail a little bit. Another retail exclusive is the Lightboard logo base variation. I don't know anything about that yet, but those are 1 out of 280 value boxes and 140 monster boxes. If you like the Youthquake insert, the only way you can get those is out of a Breaker's Delight box. I wouldn't say it's worth buying a Breaker's Delight box just for the Youthquake, but it is a little bonus if you happen to get into a break. Now the Topps Chrome Authentics, these are going to be a piece of memorabilia, and these only come out of hobby and jumbo boxes. And the award winners base variation only comes out of hobby in particular, not even jumbo, just hobby and Breaker's Delight boxes. Let's hop into the 2024 value sheet. I'm going to talk about just the 2024 stuff, but I also want to compare 2024 to 2023, and that's what we're going to start out with. So the prices on top here are the pre-order prices. They have gone up since then. We'll touch on that in a minute, but as you can see, so this is the pre-order price from this year, and this is basically the price of the jumbo boxes from last year, but that's not what this sheet's about. This sheet's about comparing the pack odds from 2023 to 2024. 2023 is highlighted in this mustard color. I don't know why. And 2024 is in a light blue. So like I said, we're looking at the pack odds. Refractors have stayed the same. Prisms have stayed the same. Just in the jumbo boxes first, let's look. Negatives, however, have gotten a lot easier to pull. And that's a result of a much higher checklist. But what they did is they reduced the odds to get a lot of these parallels. So you'll see just like a negative was 1 in 42 last year. Now it's 1 in 27. So you'll be pulling negatives, not only negatives, but all of the other parallels at a much higher clip. Let's just look at Aquas, 1 in 84 last year. Now they're 1 in 55. You can see it's almost twice as easy to pull a lot of stuff. Printing plates, especially. They used to be 1 in 4,174. Now they're 1 in 2722. If we jump over to hobby, you can see that it hasn't changed as much as it has in jumbo. So it's a lot easier to pull stuff out of jumbo this year. But hobby boxes, it's not that much easier to pull. So Magenta Speckle, for example, was 1 in 109 last year. Now it's 1 in 102. And if you go to printing plates, it hasn't gotten that much easier. 1 in 9585 versus 1 in 8896. So hobby appears like it hasn't gotten that much better, but we're going to touch on that in just a moment. Blaster boxes, what I've noticed is that it looks like they've actually gotten a little worse. So it used to be 1 in 165 for a negative. Now it's 1 in 249. The price of a blaster last year was $35. This year it's $40. So the price per card has gone from $1.25 to $1.43. The price per pack's gone up, which means it's actually a lot more expensive to pull everything out of blaster boxes this year. However, on the monster box side, it has gotten easier to pull things. Used to be 1 in 4 for refractor. Now it's 1 in 3. We can go down to some more difficult things, like let's go to the plate. Used to be 1 in 14,000. It was super hard to pull a plate. Now it's 1 in 10,000. So it's about 50% easier, roughly, on a lot of different things. But the price has gone up. I put 60 here because I didn't know when I made this sheet, but now it's actually $65. And if you get it through some places, it's $75 for a monster box. Now let's hop over to the value sheet. If we want to look at prices, let's just use blowout.com. Jumbo box $440, hobby box $210. Monster box on Blowout is $75 and a blaster box is $40. However, if you get your monster box from fanatics.com, it's only $65. So this is actually the going rate, $65 for a monster box. And I have a link in the description below, and there's a product link in the video. It'll take you right to Fanatics, and if you want to buy a monster box, if you're going to buy one anyway, just use my affiliate link and I'll get a little bit of credit for that. So first of all, you can see that the dollar per card here is the worst in a jumbo box, $2.82. That's because it's the best dollar per autograph, and especially the best dollar per rookie autograph. You can see down here, it's actually pretty important to figure out the dollar per rookie autograph. But back up to the top, hobby box is the second worst dollar per card at $2.19. You head over to blaster boxes, it's $1.43, and monster $1.55. But that doesn't tell the whole story, because what we're really looking for is dollar per parallel and dollar per autograph. Starting the top row here at refractors. Jumbo box is horrible for refractors, although you do get one out of every pack. It's $37 per refractor. Hobby boxes are quite a bit better. It's actually the second best format at $26 per refractor. Blasters are the best for both refractors and prism refractors. But you can see all the red here, and it is not good. Blasters are actually one of the worst formats now, and we'll touch on that a little bit more here down at the bottom. But you can see monster boxes, there's a lot of yellow. It's probably, in terms of dollar per numbered parallel, it goes hobby boxes are the best at the current price, then monster boxes, then jumbos, and then blaster boxes. But I like to look at the dollar per parallel in general, and this is just an estimate, and this may change. After I open up the product myself, I can actually get a better representation of how many parallels you actually get per box. But I'm estimating that it's going to be about 20 parallels in a jumbo, because you're going to get 12 refractors, 6 prisms. That gets us to 18, and I imagine you're going to get like roughly two more parallels. So that's going to be $22 per parallel roughly, and that's kind of important because we're looking for MVP buyback cards. And like I said, a parallel MVP buyback is going to be at least $40. And if it's a numbered one, it goes way up from there. Heading over to hobby, it's $16 per parallel roughly. I said that we're going to get about 13 per hobby box between refractors, prisms, and numbered parallels. And you can see that there's a significant increase in value from a dollar per parallel standpoint when you jump up to the retail. Blaster boxes, they used to be the best. I think now it's probably monster boxes when you consider that you get the X-Fractor parallel. You're gonna get 10 X-Fractor parallels on a monster box, and refractors, and prisms, and ray waves. This is a new parallel, and this is gonna kind of offset a little bit of the increase in the checklist because you're getting ray wave parallels now in the blaster format. It says 1 in 9 for a ray wave. Now these are the base ray waves. That's why it says 1 in 9, because you're going to get a guaranteed ray wave in a blaster box. Now, whether it's a base ray wave or a numbered ray wave parallel, that's why the number is 1 in 9. Even though there's 7 packs and you're guaranteed a ray wave and a blaster, you're also guaranteed 2 ray waves in a monster box. But all in all, I assume there's going to be about 15 parallels in a monster box, which means it's going to be about $4.33. So the best dollar per parallel is probably going to come out of a monster box if you can get it at the $65 price point. Now let's touch on the production this year, because this is important to people. And for this video, I use Topps Production BB on Twitter. There's also chasingmajors.com if you want to find any information on production run. You can see that 2023 is about 168 to 169,000 base cards this year. So they increased the checklist to 300, but they decreased the amount of base cards that are available for each player. So it's about 146,000 of each player this year and 168, 169 last year. The refractors have stayed about the same, as well as the X-Fractors. There's a slight increase in X-Fractors. There's a slight increase, negligible amount of prisms. Ray waves, there's going to be about 4,198 ray waves. Let's say 4,200 ray waves that are going to exist. That's going to be less than most of the other unnumbered parallels. Negatives have remained about the same, and sepias and pinks have dropped from 6,200 to 5,600. The image variations have slightly increased from 850 to 1,000, and the radiating rookies as well from 347 to 370. If you like what I do here on the channel, consider joining my Patreon group. It helps support what I do, and you can also get in on the breaks if you're a member of the Patreon group. The slammers get notified when I post a break, and you can buy in if you want. Thanks for watching.